At this time, help me welcome to the podium the commander of the 92nd Air Refueling Wing, Colonel Paul Guemmer.
Well, Senator Murray, thank you for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule to come out and help us celebrate this milestone for Fairchild Air Force Base. When I arrived here almost 2 years ago now, the base headquarters was nothing more than a draft plan. It was not in the defense spending plan, and we weren't sure if we'd ever get this building anytime in the future. In a matter of less than a year, with Senator Murray's support to Fairchild and Fairchild Airmen, we were able to realize the funding for this project for this fiscal year and proceed with the design and get to the point where we recently awarded the contract. So, ma'am, this is a testament to your support to the Fairchild Airmen and the mission that we have out here. I'd like to say that support goes all across our congressional representation, across the board. We are blessed to have two senators and a representative that really understand Fairchild, know Fairchild's needs, know Fairchild's mission, and know how to support the airmen here. As we were driving down from the base entrance, I was trying to describe to Senator Murray how this would look once the building is complete. And she pointed out to me that I certainly wouldn't be here to see it complete, so I appreciate that, ma'am. I'm glad I had one small part to play in pushing the agenda forward for Fairchild. When you look across the street and you look at the White House, there's a story that goes with that building. In 1943, that was the first building to go up here at Fairchild, and it was on land that was donated by citizens of Spokane to support the war effort, building up to World War II. And so to have the great community representation and support that we have that came out to celebrate this today. And General Reed, I just now noticed you looking awfully cold there as well. So thank you, sir, for coming out and joining this. We'll have to. It'll be hard to say goodbye to this 70-year-old building that sits across the street. But when you think about it, we're working in a building that is not ADA compliant. It is not energy efficient. It's not structurally sound. It doesn't have a fire suppression system. It doesn't meet any kind of code for blast protection, for anti-terrorism, force protection, and it is a building that has served its country well. But I think by the time we retire this building at 7 years old, it's safe to say that it's done its duty to Fairchild and the Spokane community, and we'll be ready at that point to move into the new headquarters. The other thing that the new headquarters symbolizes is the future of Fairchild Air Force Base and what we've been able to accomplish over the last several years with a lot of effort, and that is, how do we take a model of a total force integration and apply it to a classic association between the active duty Air Force and the Air National Guard? And this is a unique relationship that hasn't existed before. And when 2005 BRAC directed the Classic Association, it really didn't give us a blueprint on how this was supposed to work. And so with a lot of effort from a lot of people that are standing around today, I think we can safely say that we've done our part on advancing the agenda for total force integration and making that better. And I think the new building will symbolize kind of that future as the Air Force looks to a strategy in the next several years to increase associations of different types, including classic associations between active duty and the Air National Guard. This building will symbolize, that transition into the future as well. In addition, it will serve future commanders. All we can hope is that this new building, in the design that goes into it, will last the test of time that the White House has done. And I wish I could be here for that. I guarantee that I will come back and visit often if I can. My wife says I can't come visit in the spring because it's 35 degrees on the 1st of May. But beyond that, I'm thrilled to be a small part in making this building happen. So, Lieutenant Wood.
Thank you, Colonel Guemmer. Next, please help me welcome Colonel Kelly from the 141st Air Refueling Wing.
Senator Murray, elected officials, friends of Fairchild, thanks for being here today for this great ceremony. If you can imagine how cold it is and how windy it is outside here, it's not too much different on the other side of those windows in the White House. So we are actually looking very forward to the efficiencies, just the energy efficiencies that we gain in the new facility. We have proven over the last few years that we've set the gold standard for association across America with the 92nd and the 141st partnership. And we did it, like Paul Guemmer said, without the proper facilities. Just to give you an example, the 141st Wing staff used to be in 2 buildings now that were very close to each other, basically across the courtyard. Now we're spread over 6 facilities around the installation. So I'm very excited that this will bring the 141st Wing headquarters back to a much smaller footprint, more efficient in both as far as an efficient footprint for the people as well as the energy. The other piece is that like Paul said, our ability to work close hand in hand with the 92nd. The 141st is excited that we are finally getting a facility with the 92nd that's built for a partnership. So I think that'll be very exciting for us. I look forward to the synergies that we gain from that as well as the efficiencies. So thanks, appreciate it from everybody, and I look forward to seeing you back here on hopefully a much warmer day next fall when we do a ribbon cutting. Thanks a lot.
And now, thank you, Colonel Cully. Without further ado, I would like to welcome to the podium the woman who is responsible for getting this project going, Senator Kelly. Or, I'm sorry, Senator Murray.
Lieutenant Wood, thank you so much. It's just an honor to be here, Colonel Guemmer, Colonel Kelly, to be here with you today, and to all of you who have put so much effort into making, getting us to the point today of a new wing command headquarters for Fairchild Air Force Base. All of you, everyone here works so hard for this region, and I'm really proud to fight by your side in the United States Senate. I do know how important Fairchild is to this community and to the nation, whether it's replacing the aging structures at the survival school, or supporting the funds for a new runway, or pushing Fairchild to the top of the list for tanker basing. Time and time again, I've been very proud to use my role on the Military Construction Subcommittee to push for the needs of the men and women that call Fairchild home. So back in July of 2010, on a much warmer day, when the Air Force made it clear that replacing the wing headquarters was not a priority, I weighed in with the Pentagon to outline the critical importance of this facility. And I wrote a letter to then Secretary of Defense Robert Gates, urging him to add the Wing Command Headquarters building at Fairchild Air Force Base to the list of priorities for future year's defense program. I stress that we owe it to the commands to provide an appropriate and efficient building that meets their requirements in order to best benefit them as they jointly operate. I knew that adding the Wing Command Headquarters to the future year's defense program would ensure that the Air Force would continue in investing in Fairchild Air Force Base and prioritize the construction of this facility. Over the years, I've seen the state of affairs within that really pretty building over there, but not so great inside. And Colonel Guemmer talked about some of the deficiencies, from life safety to fire safety, force protection, electrical, mechanical, ADA, the list goes on. All of you know it was built in 1943, and it was just not economically feasible to restore the current facility to meet the requirements for today. Well, thankfully, our request was answered, and we did get the necessary funding to make the project reality, which brings us to today. We owe it to our airmen and women to provide them with an appropriate facility that will help them carry out their missions safely and effectively. So I'm very excited to be here today to be a part of this with Fairchild Air Force Base as we get started on this very long overdue project. And to the folks who are going to be building this, we want you to get it under budget and ahead of time, but if we can just have the ribbon cutting on a nice warm day, we'll all be appreciative. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Senator Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the groundbreaking to begin. Our participants will include Senator Murray, Colonel Guemmer, Colonel Kelly, Colonel Estock, Chief Lopez, Chief Deist, Mr. Jackson, and Mr. Callan. If all of you will join us over by the wonderful pile of dirt here, we'll begin. If you would also don your hard hats, please. This day has been a long time coming and is the result of a lot of hard work and dedication by many people. And we want to thank each and every one of you. We look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony on a nice fall day of 2013, and we hope you'll all be able to join us in celebrating the opening of the new building at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our groundbreaking ceremony. Thank you all for coming and have a great day.